This is an air filter from Aloe Air. It's the Pure Care 1350 IG. And I have to tell you, it's really nice. It's really well made, no sharp edges. I'm impressed with the construction. We ended up shooting a video about this over on my second channel, Today's Craftsman. Jeff felt the same way. It's just really put together well. It exhausts out the bottom. It has 4 filters, 1 on each side. And a lot of people will hang these from the ceiling. I'm going to build this into a router table. I've had this router table from Rockler for maybe 5 or 6 years. I almost never use it because it's at a very awkward height. The idea is once I get it up off the ground, I'll start to use it more. If you'd like the simple plans that I make for projects like this with the cut list, just leave a comment down below. If I get more than 100 comments, I'll make free plans for my website and you'll be able to get them there. Just trying to build up the engagement on the channel. Since this exhaust at the bottom, I've already built this frame for the exhaust. You can see it's put together with simple pocket hole joinery. And now I'm going to build face frames for the sides so I'll be able to get to the air filters. I'm using poplar for this part of the project, and I'll rip the rails at 1.5 inches. The stiles for the sides of the cabinet need to be ripped at 3 1/4. I moved the fence over 3/4 inch to rip the stiles for the back of the cabinet at 2 1/2, and that's because I'll be adding 3/4 from the stiles that are on the sides. I've set up a stop block and I'll cut the parts to length. I finished drilling the holes and now I can assemble the frames with a little wood glue and 1 1/4 screws. Now that I have the face frames assembled, I can start building the cabinet. I'll use a little wood glue and I'm attaching the sides to the back. First I'll tack the parts in place. Almost made a mistake there. And then I'll use screws for a stronger connection. Now that I have the face frames built, I'll attach the bottom, tack it in place with a few nails, and then use a few screws for a good strong connection. I think it's easiest to attach it at the back first, making sure that I'm nice and flush. Now I can flip this over, and if I were to put the unit in here now, I wouldn't be able to remove the filters because the filters would be below the face frames on the inside. So I'll need to pad this out 1.5 inches. I'm using some scrap 3/4 inch plywood that I have. I'll use 2 pieces on each side. So now all I need to do is cut these to length and I'll attach them with a few nails. Now that I have most of the cabinet assembled, I'll cut a piece of 3/4 inch plywood for the top. Putting the router up here to get an idea of the height. And right now we're at 28 3/4. So by the time I put the casters on here, that should bring it up to about 32. I can always pad it out a little bit more. Maybe pad out underneath the router or on the bottom. But 32 is probably pretty good. Before I attach the top, I'm going to drill an 1.25 inch hole in the back for the plug, and then put a surge protector over here that I can attach, or that I can plug the router into, and the air filter. I clamped the top in place, drilled a few pilot holes, and now I'm using funnel head screws for stronger connection. This is a very unique screw. It's made by Quick Screws. I learned about these from Jeff over at Green Street Joinery. It's just a really cool screw with a lot of clamping power. I'll bring the camera over so you can see them in action. Okay, now I can flip this over and attach the casters. These are 5 1/4 tall, so that's going to bring the cabinet up to 34 inches tall. I got these at Lowe's. They weren't cheap. They're about $17 each, but they're locking and they'll roll around nicely. I'm going to line the casters up about 3/8 of an inch from the edge on the side and the back. And I'll use a Vicks bit to drill a pilot hole. Okay, now I can take this off the table, put the air filter in the cabinet, and the router table on top. Okay, the air filter is running right now, and I think it's pretty quiet. It does come with a remote because a lot of people will be hanging these from the ceiling. It also comes with all the hardware that you'll need to hang it, and I'll have more information on the air filter down in the description below, along with a link and I think a 5% discount. So I hope that you'll check that out. Big thank you to Alloair for sponsoring this episode and providing me with the air filter. And like I said, I will provide free plans, the cut list, and all that stuff you'll need to build this. As long as I get more than 100 comments on this video. I'm really trying to build up the engagement, so comments and thumbs up, I think, are really important. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, to be honest with you. Just to kind of put it in perspective, I put a ton of work into making a video like this, or maybe one of my furniture builds. And then the other day, I put down some grass seed, shot a 45-second video, and that video got 4.2 million views, gained 2,000 subscribers, and made a few bucks. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is it even worth it making project videos anymore. I really like to do it. I really like to see all the pieces of furniture that people have built around the world from my YouTube videos and the plans on my website. But YouTube has definitely changed. It's not like it used to be where you'd put something up and it would just get a ton of views. Now I think it's a combination of just a lot of woodworkers. That's one thing, a lot of good woodworkers. And also I think people's attention spans. I think people are just consuming shorts a lot more than they are long format videos. But like I said, I want to continue to make the long format project videos. And I think that your comments and your thumbs up will hopefully help my engagement and help inspire me to make more. Because sometimes it's sort of like, why am I doing this? I'm not going to stop doing it, but just sort of giving you a little bit on the inside. And one more thing, if you're still hanging out, talking about shorts, the only reason why my channel went to 1 million subscribers is because about 2.5, 3 years ago, I built a bicycle rack. That was a 11-second long video. It got 260 million views, 275,000 new subscribers, and made a decent amount of money. So there's really a lot more motivation to just make these short little videos. But for some reason, I keep making long format project videos. So in the short, or long story short, your comments, your thumbs up are really appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to build the furniture for your home, please visit my website at johnpeters.com for a large variety of furniture projects and plans available. From beginner to advanced woodworking projects, I'm sure you'll find a project that will match your woodworking skill level and taste in furniture. Each project has step-by-step video tutorials right here on YouTube designed to help guide you through the project and help you build something I know you'll be proud of. Thanks again, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's a great way to help me continue to make long-format project videos just like this one.